Shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah Qudash. Double honor to the apostle nails of great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brother that preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua have mercy upon you. Alright, local, state, and federal law enforcement are investigating the shooting at Lincoln University. At this time, 7 gunshot victims have been identified. The public should continue to avoid the area. Now, that Lincoln University is a black university, a black college. But they said earlier, this happened Saturday now, and they had said that one had died, right? And it said it was 6 others, but it turned out to be 2 got deleted, and 11 people was wounded in 11. They're going to the bottom right there. 11 people was wounded in the mass shooting at Halloween. What is that? Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Am I getting this right? Because they got it right here at the bottom right here. Because the DA said, now that was Saturday night. I don't know if this here related to this, because it got it right here at the bottom down here. It say 2 killed, 11 people wounded in mass shooting. They said at Halloween party. But that wasn't a Halloween party. That was this was doing a homecoming. The homecoming. This was doing a homecoming of Lincoln University College. They had a homecoming, then the mass shooting. But right down at the bottom down here, they saying 2 killed, 11 people wounded in mass shooting at Halloween. I can't see the rest of it right here, man. So I don't know what that is. But I know that the DA gonna say, well, this was on Saturday. You know what? Let's Google it. How about that? Let's do that. Y'all bear with me right quick, y'all. Shooting at Lincoln University. How many people was killed and how many lived? Let's see. It says, in a shooting at Lincoln University in Pennsylvania during a homecoming celebration, like I said, on October 25th, 2025, it said 1 person. Okay, 1 person and 6 others. So it is. So that must be a separate incident right here. I don't know what that is right there. It said at the bottom down there on the screen, it said 2 killed, 11 people wounded in mass shooting. So it was another mass shooting? Wow. I'm going to look that up in a minute. Let's finish reading this here. I'm saying 1 person was killed and 6 others were injured. The 6 injured victims survived their wound. Okay, they survived. So only 1 person died. The one that died was Jujianne Jeffers, 25, in Wilmington. Let me see what this is right here. Let me hold up. Because they got it at the bottom of the screen. So let's see what this was going on. 2 killed, 11 people wounded in mass shooting at Halloween party. Okay, this was 1 day ago. It says at least 2 people. Hold up, y'all. They ain't giving me no whole lot here. Let's see. I gotta click on something. Let's see. Let's click on this right here. 1 day ago, live 5. So this is something separate.
Stay connected to the team you trust. Get breaking news and investigations on the Wi-Fi News app.
With instant forecast and real-time alerts right here.
Bear with me, y'all. I got seconds, man.
Stream live on your TV. Download today and stay connected.
Here we go.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Caroline Spikes. We're starting off tonight with the latest developments from North Carolina, where 2 people are dead and 11 others are injured following a mass shooting. We now know the identities of the 2 people killed. Officials say they are 49-year-old Jesse Locklear Jr. and 16-year-old Nehemiah Locklear. The shooting happened at about 1:15 this morning when deputies with the Robeson County Sheriff's Office responded to a Halloween party with nearly 300 people in attendance. They say when they arrived, hundreds were fleeing the scene. Witnesses claim multiple people were shooting, but that it was an isolated incident. So there are currently no persons of interest.
Wow. I might try to look that up a little further after I get to doing it right here. But hell, damn, I didn't know that. So that was 2 mass shootings on yesterday. Damn. So let me look. Okay, let's go into this one right here first. So let's look at this one right here. Let's go into it.
From Chester County District Attorney's Office, this concerns a deadly shooting that happened at Pennsylvania's Lincoln University late Saturday, killing 1 person, wounding 6 others, as students and alumni celebrated homecoming at the historically black school. The Chester County District Attorney's Office saying this: local, state, and federal law enforcement are investigating the shooting at Lincoln University. At this time, 7 gunshot victims have been identified. The public should continue to avoid the area. Now, these were some of the first social media posts that we had when this news first broke out. And we do have some of this footage here that showcases a part of that scene from late Saturday night. Now, a person who had a firearm was detained, and officials are investigating the possibility that there was more than 1 shooter, but don't believe that there is any active threat to the campus. This is according to an update from earlier on.
Now I wonder was that's the Halloween, the shooting at the Halloween party, was they so-called black people too? How convenient, if 2 mass shootings in one day, right? I mean, hey, we're gonna further look into it. Yeah, I wasn't planning on going in this much depth, but I guess I ain't got no choice now.
Today that was provided from the Chester County District Attorney there, and what they said during a brief news conference early Sunday. Authorities say the shooting took place at around 9:30 p.m. outside a large building called the International Cultural Center, where tents and tables were set up for tailgating and socializing after a football game earlier in the day. Now, as mentioned, there was a brief update from investigators on the ground and also local officials. We have that update. Let's get to it next.
If you are sleeping in a position like this, you are...
That would be y'all.
This is a devastating night in southern Chester County at Lincoln University. My name is Christopher Debernis-Sorobe. I'm the District Attorney at Chester County DA's office. I'm here this morning with FBI SSRA Jennifer Morrow, Chief Partee of the Lincoln University Police Department, Lieutenant Bradley of the Pennsylvania State Police, and Chief David Sassa of the Chester County Detectives. We are here, and we have been here since all night. We will continue to be here all night to investigate the shooting that took place at Lincoln University, just outside of the ICC building on campus. Today was homecoming at Lincoln University. There's a football game at 1 o'clock. That game let out, and the festivities in front of the ICC. At about 9:30, just before 9:30, that festivity was interrupted and decimated by gunfire. It was a chaotic scene, and people fled in every direction. We're devastated to announce tonight that 1 person has died. 6 other people have been struck by gunfire. I don't have...
Hold on, man. Now, I'm looking over here, right? This right here is Lincoln University, which is a black school. Now, up here up here, I see another shooting. 1 day ago, Howard University shooting press conference. This can't be right. I'm gonna click on this here. Okay, we know this right here is it's Lincoln University. Let's click on this. Say Howard. Let's click on this right here.
Police of the Metropolitan Police Department, and I'm joined.
Oh, y'all bear with me. Let me look at. I should have did what's the same way. Let me look at the comments here. Yeah, 1 day ago. Hours ago, 6 hours ago, 1 day ago. Okay, 1 day ago. Howard University shooting press conference.
Tonight with our Executive Assistant Chief Andre Wright, Assistant Chief Jeffrey Kopp, and Chief David Taylor of the Howard University Police Department. I am here tonight to provide an update on a shooting that occurred earlier this evening in the 600 block of Howard Place Northwest. This information is preliminary and is subject to change. This afternoon, the Metropolitan Police Department Special Operation Division and our partners worked together to ensure a safe and successful Yard Fest here at the campus on Howard University. Roads had reopened and the area was beginning to clear. A large presence of our officers remained in the area as roads reopened and crowds began to leave the campus. At approximately 8:23 p.m., officers patrolling the area responded to the sound of gunfire in the 600 block of Howard Place Northwest.
Okay, this say 4 people shot near Howard University. Damn. So it was 3 shootings. Hey, might be more. I don't know. Well, I mean, how convenient. So I'm gonna go on a limb and say that shooting I'm gonna look it up. That had 2 dead and 11 wounded. I'm just gonna say that probably was I'm not. I mean, look, I'm just gonna say it got to be. I mean, 2 shootings at 2 universities, Howard University, then Lincoln University, 2 black colleges, and then they say a Halloween party shooting. I'm gonna get. You know what? While y'all listen to this, I'm gonna Google that right quick.
A total of 5 shooting patients were located, 4 adult males and 1 teenage juvenile male. All shooting patients have been transported to area hospitals by DC Fire and EMS, and at this time, we have 2 suspects in custody and 3 weapons have been recovered near the scene. Our detectives are on scene at this moment, reviewing video and searching the surrounding area for any evidence. As we always say, we ask anyone with any information to call us directly at 202-727-9099 or text us at 50411. What I will say tonight is that MPD and our partners will remain and have a robust presence on tomorrow in this area with respect to Howard's homecoming, the parade, the Yard Fest, as well as the Howard Homecoming game on tomorrow. We will have an enhanced presence in this area, which is what we planned for to begin with.
Man, it got to be some AI shit, man. I don't know. I mean, it got me. I'm looking up this. Trying the best. Let's see. Because I'm looking at this, a student 3 hours ago, updated 3 hours ago, a student from the University of South Carolina, okay, is recovering after the hit by a train Saturday. After no crash by a train. Damn. Ooh, that's a lot going on, boy. A lot going on, boy. Hey, what that precept is, I'll get into it. A lot going on, man. Boy, if you don't have to go out, stay your ass in the house.
We will ensure that we have a safe event on tomorrow. I will open it up now for any questions you might have. Shamar.
You had 4 adults, you had 1 teen. Are they affiliated with the university? Is any students, any professors? Who are these 5 people at this point?
So it's still under investigation. What we do know at this time is that none of the individuals are Howard University students. We know that 1 student is a Morgan State student who is, I guess, coming here to participate in the Yard Fest activities.
What do you say to parents around the country who have students and kids who go to this school who are concerned about safety? I've gotten text messages and people calling me saying, "Shamari, what's going on?"
I mean, as we know, and with these types of events, they do draw large crowds and attract large crowds. What I can say is that we've been doing this for quite some time. This incident here at Howard has not happened in many, many years, and what we're going to do tomorrow is to ensure that we keep the visitors safe.
The 2 suspects they telling you at this point?
I cannot provide that information at this time. They're still being interviewed.
And you recovered 2 guns, you said?
We recovered 3 weapons near the scene.
When you said that no one was a coward, you didn't need to fight.
The 5 gunshot victims are not students of Howard University. I cannot say that at this time. We do not know. There is video footage, and we did look at some preliminary video footage, but that's still we're still putting the pieces together at this time.
Chief, do you think it was like exchange fire or like 2 shooters shooting and this?
Still under investigation.
What was in the McDonald's parking lot? Why was this part closed off?
So this parking lot was closed off because one of the individuals involved in the incident was in a foot pursuit. Ran, so one of our officers chased them, located them here, apprehended them, and retrieved the firearm from their possession.
Can you tell us about the condition of the victim?
All the non-life-threatening injuries at this time.
No one serious, no one critical?
That is what I know as of this moment. What the information that was shared with me was non-life-threatening injuries at this time.
All were
Transported to area local hospitals. That is my understanding. Yes, sir.
I see the National Guard presence here. Were they here before as well, or did they get here after the shooting?
I'm not sure. 9 times out of 10, as you know, we have National Guard members throughout our city, and we were certainly grateful to have them.
All right, great detail, right? Let's go to this right here. It said Lincoln University shooting update. This was 7 hours ago here. I don't know where this is, who this is here, but let's go. Which was the first one that I actually started out with Lincoln University shooting. It's also a black college. Well, I don't know what the suspect is. I don't know whether they white or they black or whatever, but they show they not saying it. You know, usually when they don't just come out with it, it be, you know, one of them. But hey, we still got a lot more to go. Let's go ahead to update the shooting on Lincoln. Oh no, I think I just played this right here. Let's just listen to it anyway. Y'all bear with me, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna give me the damn commercials. Y'all bear with me here. I think it's the same thing I just clicked off for. Let's see.
Wow. Oh, no.
Yo, Carl, you good?
So this is the actual scene.
Yo, Carl, you good?
That's a lot of people, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of people because it came from a game. I'm on this guy page here. I don't know who the guy is. Icked Mail. Let me read them. Let me get some of these comments right quick. My backyard too. Bring back Christian prayer. It's extremely heartbreaking. Evil is spreading like wildfire. Daddy, what that scripture is? Nevertheless, what that is? 2 Ezra 5. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, meaning the signs, behold, the day shall come, that they that which dwell upon earth shall be taken in great number. But that's definitely gonna be well anyway. I don't want to go. I'm gonna get off subject here. Well, I'm gonna get off subject anyway because this is new news to me. I don't know if it's new to y'all, but I'm quite sure these are updates from the shooting. I see a lot of stuff jumping on as I click on different videos, other videos jumping up. But I'm not going to go over all these things because somebody, a lot of jokers be using clickbait. Time to impose capital punishment for these shooting men. No, they're not going to do that because most of the ones that are actually doing the mass shooting, the bulk of the mass shootings. 99% of the mass shootings are so-called white people. They are happening like daily now. Exactly. Ever heard of Chicago, Baltimore, St. Louis, even Orlando, where the F have you been? It's always been daily. See, there goes somebody trying to push. There go one of them old red devils trying to push. Cause he said, well, see, this brother right here said, or she, look like a woman right here, right? She said, time to impose capital punishment of these shootings. Man, they're happening like daily. See, we know that this joker right here knows that most of the white people that does the mass shootings, 99% of the time are so-called white people. Ever heard of Chicago? See, you want to name black cities: Chicago, Baltimore, St. Louis, Orlando. See what I'm saying? See these, the devil always gonna come back quick and hit a quick hitter and try to justify the wickedness of their people. So these people are using their guns for offensive purposes. Here we go: gang violence, dating breakup, someone disrespected them, revenge. See, that's them. Who you talking about? Be specific. Normal people carry for what? Defense purposes. Unless there's a change in culture, thing will not change. See, mass shooting. Okay, culture. Who culture? Mass shooting. All the mass shooters are 99% of the mass shooters are who? Well, hell, 100%, 99% of the mass shooters is who? Come on, man. These white people, something else, man. Implement the death penalty for all shooters and jail time for any parent who allows their child to use the parent's gun or purchase a gun during the crime. Let's see what the replies is. Let's see this right here. Chase said, I agree with you, but these students and some of the people I saw attending are no way children. These are adults, 18 plus to win people. It's a college, man. What you mean? Of course they're gonna be older than 18 plus. Two, when people want to live the life of crime, it doesn't matter if there are gun laws or what, or they have. Okay, justifying. Okay, you are correct. Liberty said you are correct. Last time I looked, murder is illegal. They arguing about it, y'all. Your big plan is to make something illegal more illegal. Repeal. See, all they gonna do is just try to come at all them guns y'all got. You might got. Y'all got a lot of guns. Y'all got millions of rounds of y'all probably got hundreds of guns, and you got millions of rounds to go with those guns. So hey, we know this here, but let's damn, man, there's a lot going on. What I said I want to look up this let me see something, y'all. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna do it on my phone though. These here go update 5 hours ago concerning 11 2 dead and 11 people wounded in North Carolina mass shooting. So this is the third one. Well, I know I showed the first video, but this said 5 hours ago. It ain't but 48 seconds. Let me see what they got to say. They probably won't give me a commercial. Bear with me. Y'all bear with me, y'all. They ain't giving me nothing.
Fire damage? Service Masters technicians are trained, equipped, and ready to restore your home after any disaster. You can't control when disaster strikes, but you can restore peace of mind.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Good evening. I'm Caroline Spikes. Thanks for joining us. We're starting off tonight with the latest developments out of North Carolina, where a mass shooting has left 2 people dead and 11 others injured. While we still don't have much information, the Robinson County Sheriff's Office did confirm 13 people were shot during a large party happening just outside of Maxton. It was around 1:15 this morning. Officials say more than 150 people fled the scene before law enforcement arrived. As of this afternoon, no arrests have been announced, but deputies are asking anyone with information on the incident to call investigators at the number on your screen. That's 910-67.
So it was three separate incidents of mass shooting. This was at a Halloween party in North Carolina. This was at a party in North Carolina, right? And you got Lincoln College shooting, a black college, on Saturday doing what, homecoming. And then you got Harvard University. So that was three separate. And let me see something. Let me Google. Gotta use Google again, y'all. Let's see how many mass shootings it was on yesterday. How many mass shooting was it on yesterday? I think I asked it right. According to sources that track gun violence, there were 2 mass shootings in the United States yesterday. Saturday, October 25th, one occurred in the Pennsylvania, and the other in North Carolina. The incident, but see, we know that what? See, he got Lincoln University, Pennsylvania. 1 person was killed and 6 were injured. Okay, that's Lincoln. That's in that's the black college I was talking about earlier, where it had what 1 person that died and then 6 others were wounded. That's Lincoln University. Robeson County, North Carolina. 2 people were killed and 11 were injured at a large house party. So there's 3 of them, y'all. 3 mass shootings with 2. Well, yeah, I guess we'll consider them a mass shooting because what? Even more people got injured in that 11, and then 2 died. So there were 3 mass shootings on yesterday. Wow. 3 mass shootings on yesterday, y'all. So hey, there it is. So let's let me click back here a minute. I think cause I don't think I finished that other.
Build a website you love.
I don't think I finished that other video. That's Harvard University. Let's go back to this one here. Which is when this yeah, I guess we did get it. I'm gonna leave it there. Let's just get these precepts because I'm already 27 minutes in. I wasn't trying to be long. I went as long as I was. I was trying to make this video about 20 minutes. But anyway, y'all know it's always hard to do that for me. Ephesians, where I want to go? I want to go to 2 Timothy first. 2 Timothy. Let's go to 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy. Let's go to 2 Timothy first, bro. Y'all bear with me. I get my Bible here in order. 1 second. 2 Timothy 2 and 3. Yeah, 2 and 3. Right? Is it 2? That's 1 Timothy, y'all. Second Timothy, wait a minute. I said the wrong thing, didn't I? Said, what I say, 2 and 3? I meant 2 Timothy 3 and 1. That's what I wanted. 2 Timothy 3 and 1. This now, this now also, that in the last days, perilous times, meaning what? Dangerous time, dangerous situations, perilous times shall come. So this is the time that we're in, which is what? Which is Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is what? We are definitely in Jacob's trouble. Let's go to Ephesians right quick. What do I want to? Ephesians, what I want? Ephesians 5, that's what I want. Ephesians 5 and verse, I start at 14. Wherefore he saith, awake, thou that sleepeth, and arise from the dead. Meaning how that dumb, the dead meaning your what? Your mind, and what? And the dead state. Right? And what? And Mashiach shall give thee light. What light? The only people that are going to receive this truth and going to receive, which is the 1/3 of the children of Israel. They are the only ones they're going to receive this truth during this time. No one, see, it's not going to be a law. See, people have the wrong idea concerning this great awakening. You know, they think this great awakening consists of what? Of all people. It don't even consist of all Israelites. They're not going to see it. Even the ones that was involved in these shootings and that even some of the people that was deleted, that's in their family, that's not going to stop them from gathering at these football games, gathering at these house parties, gathering at these Halloween party, whatever. They're not going to stop because this is the way of life in Babylon, which is a miracle. Verse 15. Seeing then that ye walk circumspectly. Circumspectly goes into what? Walk like circumspectly goes into like, pay more attention to what the hell going on and look around. A lot of people most people do what? They can't even put the phone down for 15 seconds. Huh? If they walking, they would. They playing on their phone. Never paying attention to what's going on around them. Never. Hell, they even do that when they ride up in the cars. When they even ride in the car, they won't. That's why they don't report that. Just Google how many accidents, how many people die by paying more attention to their phones, especially while they're driving. You'd be surprised. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. And most of the people who over here in Babylon, they are what? They're a bunch of fools. They don't know. They're not. It just means you don't know. Most people are just not concerned about what, where they're not. They don't have any good understanding concerning the perilous times. Meaning, the dangers that lies ahead, because Most High shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord had not done it? The Most High bringing these evils in what? In Babylon. It does not matter whether Esau Edom is pushing these evils, or whether the Most High is using a storm to what? To kill thousands. It does not matter. Either way, these are all designed, and they all in the realm of what? Of the Most High controlling all evils. That's good. I had a fool come on my comment page the other day talking about the Most High ain't got nothing to do with the MOTB. Great. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because what? The days are evil. You got to make good use in these time that we're in, man. Right? I ain't mean try to stack stuff from a pile 6 feet high, but you got to do what? You got to get yourself in order and get ready for what's about to come. But most importantly, you got to be what? You got to put your faith in the true and living God, in His Son, Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai. If you still calling on Jesus, you will not be saved in this time. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. See? Most did not concern with what the will of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is. Did not concern with it. And be not drunk with wine, wherein in excess, but be what? Filled with what? The Holy Spirit. And that drunkenness is what? Being drunk off other doctrines. Because these pastors in these churches, they're not teaching you the level of awareness that the Israelites are teaching you. Right? This is why most of you all get offended when hearing the truth, because you don't want to change. But you ain't got to change. But you're gonna wish you have changed when that fire come down on you. So let's go to where wanna go? Cause I remember. Okay. Because the times are where I wanna go. I know where I wanna go. Because one thing about the apostles always meaning disciples, should I say, they was what? They was always asking concerning the times or when they're going to be, because they're ready to get the hell up out of this devil's kingdom. Just like we were ready to get up out of here. I mean, we wish it would happen today. within the next few seconds. This is Matthew's, I'm prove that, Matthew 24:1. And Yahushua, y'all say Jesus, but that's not the true name of the Son. Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for what? For to show him the buildings of what? Of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left there one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. So a lot of you are looking for what? That this devil's kingdom, Esau Edom kingdom, to what? To continue. Things get bad because they toss you to and fro with wickedness. Make you feel the pains of this place, and then give you what? Give you something to make you feel good, then break it down again, then give you something, lift you up, then break it down again. This is what he's doing. But we're not in the time of Esau's kingdom getting what? Getting better. It's going to get worse, man, as the days go. It's not going to get it better. And he sat down, and he sat upon the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came, saying, when he came to him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of what? Of the world? You gotta have a very, very small mind not to see that we are definitely and clearly in what? In 24:12. That's where I really wanted to go. 24, Matthew 24:12. That's where I really truly wanted to go. I couldn't think of it, but now I got it. That's why I start out with the precept right there, which is the first part of it. I knew it was in 24, but I couldn't remember the verse. Here we go. This is Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that word wax cold goes into what? Psychotic behavior. What's more psychotic than what? Than being a mass shooting and what? And shooting a bunch of people. Let it play a little bit here. Huh? What's could be more hold on. Yeah, I got it out. What could be more psychotic than that? Than gunning down a bunch of people? And because iniquity shall abound, meaning the wickedness are going to what? It's going to increase. It's going to multiply. Look at that. 3 shootings, mass shootings, in what? In one day, which was Saturday on yesterday. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Wow. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. I'm on 5. No, I wanted 4 and you know what? I'm gonna start up a little higher. I usually just go straight to 37. 2nd Esdras 4 and 37. Let's go to verse 28. Right? Is this what I want? No. No. Okay. I'm gonna say this in before I get into this right here. So you're going to continue to see catastrophes, right? And in seeing them each time, the events of that catastrophe / terror is going to get what? It's going to definitely what? Increase as time goes. Let's look at that word catastrophe, right? Let's see here. Catastrophe, meaning catastrophe, an event causing great and usually sudden damage or suffering a disaster. Damn. That's why I don't like turning this thing on, y'all. I'll be forgot it. Right? That's what that means. Let's get some of these. Let's see. The denouncement or what of drama, or especially what class, tragedy, right? What could be more tragic than what? Than a bunch of people being gunned down, innocent people, right? Well, they're not innocent in the Lord's eye because why? Because the warning has went out to all of y'all. So when you get that, just look for it, right? 28 of 2nd Esdras 4 and verse 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou, you know what? At the top of this right here, which is verse 4, which is verse 1, this was the angel Uriel, right? The angel that was sent unto me, whose name was Uriel. Uriel gave me what? Gave me an answer. So in other words, thy heart had gone too far. Just like most of us, we always thinking that we know more than what? The Most High. Who think Esau even think he know more than the Most High, right? Well, that goes into I think it's 55 and 8. But anyway, let's read this right here. When I say 28, damn, I turn it over. Okay, 28 is a 2nd Esdras 4 and 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. Yeah, that destruction, you all haven't seen terror yet. You all haven't seen hell. And hell is a what? Is a condition here on earth. You all haven't seen hell yet, but you're going to see it. But as concerning the things whereof or what thou asked me, I will tell thee, for the evil is not sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, wow. And if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good? That's like most people think in America. They're always thinking, and always they're using the precept of men, and using the idea and the thoughts of man to what to solve every matter, and I always look around the scriptures. They even what use their own mind to argue with the scriptures. But let them tell it. They are what? They are of the Most High. Verse 30. For the grain of evil seed has been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much ungodliness has it brought up unto this time. What's kingdom is more wicked than Babylon America? There's no, this place has got so much confusion, man, it's ridiculous. That they and y'all know it. You don't know what's, because earlier I'm thinking about AI. I'm like, damn, 3 mass shootings. I'm like, this has got to be a lie. 3 mass shootings in one day. And how much ungodliness has it brought up unto this time, and how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come? That what? The threshing goes into what? The process of what? Of separating. Separating the good from the bad, the evil. Or separating who? The elect. The elect going to be separated from all you wicked 2/3, and you wicked and the wicked. Because all you are going to receive the same judgment. Verse 33. Then I answered and said, how and when shall these things come to pass? Wherefore are our years few and evil? Definitely few and evil. Because we're in the time of Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble, we're here. And he answered me, saying, do not thou has what? Has above the Most High? So y'all got all the answers. Y'all not paying attention to the prophets like you should be paying attention to the prophets, because the prophets are always just before the downfall of said kingdoms. the Most High sent out his prophets. But you all have ignored the prophets and until what? You're going to continue to ignore the prophets, should I say, until what? Until your detriment. And he answered me and said, do not thou hasten above the Most High, for thou hast in vain to be what above him, for thou hast much exceeded. That's right. Did not the souls of the righteous ask questions? Yeah, even the what? The disciples. Like I said, read earlier in the 24, the disciples came to Yahushua and asked, when shall the time be, or what of said what the destruction of our enemy and what in the kingdom of heaven being what here? That's over 2,000 years ago. Ask questions of these things and what in their what chambers, saying, how long shall I hope on this fashion? When cometh the what? The fruit of the flow of our reward. The kingdom, man. The kingdom of heaven. Start with the 144,000 that are going to receive crowns, man. Which is going to be men. And unto these things Uriel, the archangel, gave them answer and said, even when the number of seeds is what is filled in you, the elect, there will be the elect, for he has weighed the world in the balance. No one knows that time and hour but the Most High. But definitely before that time and before that hour, there are going to be great evils here on earth. And people are going to die in great numbers, man. Verse 37, by measuring has he measured the times, and by number has he numbered the times, and he doeth not move nor stir them until said measure be fulfilled. They're not fulfilled yet. So guess what? We as the Israelite, we're going to be simply waiting for what? For that time, for that hour, for what? For the death of our enemies, man. And that goes into you 2/3, as well as you goes into what? Our enemies, which is the other nations outside of the 2/3, where they all our enemies. We read verse 5, and I'm going to close this out. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, meaning signs, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden. And the land shall be barren of what? Of faith. No faith in this wicked place, right? But the what? A small number, which is the elect, which is 1/3. But iniquity shall be increased above that which what? Now thou seest. Y'all see it, don't you? Or that thou hast heard long ago. From who? The prophets. Which is what? Prophecy. So when that Noah said, you know what? Now in the land that thou seest, now to have root, shalt thou see what? Wasted suddenly. So when that Noah said, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rokah Kodash, Shalom.